Welcome back, everybody. Another episode of Crash Course of Hockey Podcast, special edition, playoff edition. What's up, fellas?
How we doing?
You know, we got some big-time players on the podcast. Mr. Cade DeWolf, AJ Reed, how are you, fellas?
Doing good. Thanks for having us.
Pretty good, yeah.
Yeah? Excited? End of the season. And, of course, you, Mikey.
Yeah. Couple seasoned veterans over here.
Couple season, yeah. You know, tell us a little bit about your venture here, guys. You guys have been here for a couple years now. AJ, you've been here.
Yeah.
You know, both of you guys have been here. So what's it been like being a Rhino?
I mean, you know, it's my third year here, so been here longest out of everybody's had a pretty good experience, could say. But, you know, first year was definitely a little rough. Obviously, team wasn't the best. You know,
Yeah.
struggled a little bit, definitely.
Just talking to Mike. There you go.
Got you. Definitely struggled a little bit. But, you know, second year, turned it around. Nice little playoff push. Had a great year.
Yeah.
You know, solid guys. It's fun playing with them. And then, you know, this year it's been great. You know, I'm excited this weekend. Obviously, we're rolling over New Mexico. We're coming for them.
Yeah, man.
We got 'em.
I remember your first year here, and I've told the story numerous times when we were at the track. Remember when we were at the track doing physicals and you hurt your ankle there?
Oh, my God.
And it was just like, you know, just from that moment on until how you are today, not to say that you've changed good or bad, but you've changed into, you know, you like a young man into a well-rounded, you know, even younger man. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
it's been
no,
great.
absolutely.
Like just to watch you grow and develop as a player, but more as a person. You know, it's been an amazing ride for us, man.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
And you know, same with you, Kate. You've been here for a while.
Yeah, you know, 2 years. Not as long as Reedy, obviously, but, you know, both years being playoff, like being a playoff.
Talk a little bit more. Pull that mic over if you want to. Just
Being a playoff team and, like, competing it's obviously been a lot of fun. And, like, being here, it's the best city, I think, in the Knoll. Obviously, being from Texas, staying in Texas is pretty
right.
special.
Oh, it's better than freaking Lone Star, man. Come on.
Hey, way better, way better. Don't like Fort Worth. But, you know, the guys here, the front office, you know, Mike, everything has been amazing, and I've had the best 2 years here. I mean, couldn't have asked for better.
You know, it's been a pleasure having you guys. You know, I'm not as close as obviously coaching staff to you guys, but AJ, we've built a relationship over the years, and same with you, Kate. It's been just both of you guys as leaders this year. You know, there's, I guess there was some turmoil right around Christmas time. There's a little change of scenery for some guys and staff and whatnot, and you guys bought into what we were laying down, and it's paid off. And we want to thank you for that as an organization, you know what I mean, and giving the support to us and of course the coaching staff. You know, without you two guys, I truly believe it would have been a rougher ride. Yeah. And, you know, just the guys that we have here now and you guys, it's just, they're awesome dudes, man.
Yeah, no, I mean, absolutely. I knew, like, when everything was happening, I thought to myself, you know, so many thoughts are going through your head when everything's going on. So many thoughts are going through your head when everything's going on like that. But one thing I told myself is, like, you know, I've already been here 2 years, you know, like, why change it now?
Yeah.
And, I mean, I've loved it. Like Wolfie said, best city, like, organization's been good to me. Like, I got nothing against them, so why not just ride it out, have some fun?
Right. So what is it like, fellas, coming out the Rhino Head when there's 3,000 people in here? And, you know, like, I can sell this shit all day long, right? You know, we sell it and, you know, people look on YouTube and, okay, it's just filtered for one game or whatever. It's not.
No. I mean,
what's it like?
I mean, I'll be honest. Coming out of when you're just warming up and you just see the crowd, like, you could just tell, like, some nights, like, you're gonna be like, oh my God, like, place is gonna be shaking right away.
Yeah.
But, like, those nights when you come out the Rhino and you're just like, you know, here come your Rhinos. You come out, building, shaking. You kind of get goosebumps and you're getting amped. Like, I mean, you start shaking a little bit. You get ready to go. Like, the fans really, you know, the fans here are amazing. They really do help you out. You know, those times you're tired, you start hearing "Let's Go Rhinos." They get going. Like, they get you going.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. I'd say like that Saturday night game against Corpus, age out night, building was packed like before in warm-ups. And then Mikey made sure like we got to go out and start. It was like me, Koff, Germ, Reedy.
It's the way to do it, man.
Yeah.
And that was like the loudest, most like special moment I think I've had in this building.
You know, it's like I do obviously a lot on the administrative side and the building side, and I take care of ticketing. And I'm usually pretty good at it. You know what I mean? I can get a good judgment of what's going on and everything. And so that weekend, the last weekend, and I'm like, holy cow, man. Like, because we do group sales too. And the way it works is they get pulled out of inventory. So I'm looking at like Tuesday, and I'm like, holy shit, we're going to be in trouble. You know what I mean? When I say trouble is like, do I have enough tickets that I can pull that I've sold, to accommodate what I'm supposed to? I'm like, God dang, man, am I missing anybody? Did I get everybody? Then it's Wednesday. I'm looking at the grid. I'm like we're sold out on Wednesday already. You know what I mean? And I remember telling you, I think, man, it's going to be awesome in here, but honestly, I'm shitting my pants because it's Wednesday and we haven't even opened the doors yet, man. And you guys see outside when you guys do your warm-ups outside, there's people sitting outside in the front of the line for since 4 o'clock.
People are here
it's
the
crazy,
same time
man.
as us.
Yeah, man.
I mean,
when you come out for warm-ups and Section R and Section O are already full and GA at the bottom's full, you already know it's going to be a sellout at that point because those are the sections that always have to kind of fill in. And it was like standing room only in GA for warm-ups on that Saturday night.
There's
it was awesome.
10 rows deep and GA down there and the bar's pumping.
I've never seen anything like it.
Yeah, I don't know how as a player you could not get up for, any of the games here. Even our NA3 team, they draw well and they sell out probably 60% of the time. And that's we're not fudging the numbers. You guys are here for it. You see it. Yeah. It's crazy, man.
Sounds good.
Oh yeah, the NA3 definitely gets good attendance too.
Yeah, absolutely. And
Those games are rocking too. Any game in here is going to be.
And we talk about it all the time. Like the Rhinos do good. Our youth program does good. Our turnovers less. Just everything's hand in hand. And the fact that you guys are involved with our youth program on a weekly basis, is amazing because there's the same little dudes that are skating with you, asking for autographs and treating you guys like rock stars that you are, right? You know what I mean? And that's a good feeling.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And so you pay it forward, right? When you guys were little dudes, you were looking up to some junior guys, maybe some pro guys that we're skating with. Now it's time to give back. And
I remember back home looking up to the Admirals, looking up at the Admirals players. Those boys always, they got you going.
Yeah.
No, I think back home, we did the same thing growing up. We had I played for the Dallas Penguins when I was young, so we'd have 16-year-olds come out with us when we were 11.
Yeah.
I remember looking up, being oh, I want to be that guy
Sure,
so
man.
bad. So being able to do that and kind of be that role model for those young kids, it means a lot. I got to coach Archie's team every week this year, me and Koff, and I really think I built a relationship with every kid on that team. And it was a sad goodbye last week. I'm not gonna lie, taking pictures of them and saying bye to the parents and the kids.
It's tough, man.
Enjoyed it.
It's tough because you do. You guys are here 2 and 3 years, man. You build those relationships. Your billet family. Both of you guys are with Gus, right?
Yeah, we're both.
Dude, there's not a better family out there than him, man.
Yeah, no, Gus is amazing, man.
Shout out Gus.
Shout out Gus.
Gus, hope you're watching, dude. Well, you better be, Gus, or I'm gonna be slamming you on the next one.
He's gonna be there this weekend.
Yeah, he's coming out to New Mexico.
Is he? Right on.
Yeah.
So he's flying out?
Well, he's in San Antonio or something.
Oh, okay. All right, fair enough. Okay, I'll give you that one. If you're flying over 4 hours, Gus, we got a problem. But again, just a relationship you guys build with these families. It in every other junior program too. I'm not just saying ours, but you just build these relationships, and it's tough. Especially that Gus is awesome, man.
Oh yeah.
Love it.
Yeah, and my first billet, Sarah. She's the best too, Sarah Nunez. That's where Harps lives. Any billet here is.
Yeah, our billet coordinator Kelly. She's been part of this shit, man, since we really started. And both her kids played. And she's like, "Hey, am I coming back?" So, for billet night, when we're doing that, she's like, "Hey, am I coming back next year?" I'm like, "Yeah, it's in your contract. You can't leave until I leave."
Yeah.
It's just an unwritten rule.
She's staying.
She's awesome.
Yeah, no, she's great.
It was something that I had a conversation with Deli earlier this year, or probably a couple of weeks ago. One of the things he said to me was just how much he loved being here and how much he wished he had been here, and nothing against any other organization, but just that this was the place he wanted to be, and he didn't realize it till he got here. And for a kid who's played 200 games in this league, and only maybe 20 something with us at this point, for him to say something like that, just I think speaks volumes of what we got going on here.
Yeah, no, I'd say definitely in my 3 years of being here, a lot of the guys who have just come through, whether it's long term, short term, all the guys they get here and they're El Paso, I'm not really they're not comfy with it, and then I'm just give it a home week. I literally go give it a home weekend. They play in front of the crowd and they're so.
Well, I'm when I came down here, I always tell the story too. When I came down to play with the Buzzards in end of '97, so it was September. It's cold in Canada already, right? So I'm wearing and I get here and I'm on the plane. I'm like, God damn, where am I at? And I look across, I see Juarez. I'm like, back then there was no Google. It was like flipping through the map. My dad's like, you're playing in Mexico? I'm like, no, dude, it's in the U.S. Anyway,
pretty close though.
So I get off the plane, and like, our team captain picked me up, and he's wearing shorts, and he's got a T-shirt on, and he's got and I'm like, he's like, first thing he says to me, he's like, man, see, you're dressed for the occasion, because I was decked out in pants and a jacket, and I was sweating my balls off, They take me to the rink, and I get into the rink, and I'm like, this is just like a barn. You know what I mean? I played in a nicer place when I played AAA midget. We had a nice ass locker room. I get in this place, and we're walking upstairs, sitting in the yellow chairs like those, freaking cockroaches ripping around. I'm like, what are those? So then I get to my apartment, and I'm like, okay, this is all right. An apartment, beautiful. Right outside my door was a pool, and it was cool. Not used to that in Canada. And I was like, this is okay. So we had our first home game in that building. There's like 7,000 people in there. And it's an exhibition game. We're going up the ice. The whistle goes for whatever reason. My teammate's like, man, look at the bench. Some dude's beating the shit out of some guy in the stands. Plexiglass comes in. And it's just a gong show. I'm like, this is not what I'm used to. I remember going home, and I called my dad. I said, man, I'm out of here. I'm asking for a trade. And he's like, really? He's like, you think you're that good? He's like, you've been there 2 weeks. What do you know? 20 whatever years ago, my second year playing pro, asked for no trade clause. That's how much I liked it here. You got to give it a chance, man.
Yeah.
No,
You do.
you do.
Yeah.
It's a good place, man. It is a good place, and I'm not being biased because we're part of it, but it's awesome.
Absolutely. Everything about it, especially the food. Oh my God.
What's your favorite food here, man?
Well, so we rip Chipotle every day, like pretty much. So I know that doesn't really count. He has, what's that one spot called that you went like Sarah's spot or whatever it's called.
Like over in downtown breakfast spot?
Yeah, yeah.
I think it's Savage Goods.
Something like
Savage downtown?
Downtown. It's like
I've never even heard of that place.
Yeah.
It's like a little just marketplace, kind of like
It's tucked in a corner.
It's off of not Mesa, but like a street parallel.
Okay.
It's really good.
What's it called?
It's called Savage Goods.
Savage Goods. We have to try that out, man.
No, it's
I've never even heard of it. Mine's La Malinche. I don't know if you guys ever eaten there
favorite?
For breakfast, man.
Where's that at?
There's a couple different locations. Sunland Park and Donovan. On the west side is where I go. It's just a good spot, man. Mexican place, and I get huevos rancheros every single time. That's my favorite.
Can't miss.
Yeah, man. So this weekend, you guys take off tomorrow. You're going to skate tomorrow.
We are. Early morning.
J-Dog is going to take care of you guys.
Jason Sharp comes.
We got to carve Jay. You know what I mean? Every time he comes on here, he texts me, he radioed me as you guys were coming over. He's like, hey, if you need somebody for the podcast, I'm available. I said, Jay, there's about 250 guys ahead of you, man, but I'll keep you in mind.
I literally told him I'm in the locker room, and he was like, what are you getting all dressed? I'm like, doing my hair. He's like, what are you looking good for? I'm about to go hop on the podcast. He's like, what? I've been trying to get on there forever. I was like, oh, sorry, Jay.
He's, Jay is one of those dudes, man, like, everybody's got to have a Jay.
Oh, my God. Jay's amazing, man.
He's been with us for shit as long as I've been here, really. And I've never seen, maybe a handful of times that he's been in a bad mood, man. But
yeah, like it's.
This guy's got 15 kids, man. 7.
Takes care of them all.
Yeah, he's awesome.
Dude,
man.
he doesn't want to be on this podcast. He doesn't want this smoke. Like if he sits down here, it's gonna be.
You might have to bleep a lot.
Oh yeah, it'll be beep 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 beep.
Do a lot of editing with Jay.
Yeah, exactly.
You'll do a lot of editing for sure.
But he's awesome, man, and he just loves being part of it.
No, he is. I mean, I remember like coming in on Mondays, knowing like, oh, it's not going to be a good practice today, and Jay just comes in the locker room and he just starts ripping jokes, and you're laughing, but then you're like, I'm about to get skated right now. Like, come on, Jay, like you can't be giving me these jokes right now.
But that's what's so great about him. It's just, there's really no filter, and he doesn't. It's not that he doesn't have a clue what's going on, but he just doesn't get it, right? Like it's just
he doesn't read the room very
He doesn't read the room. That's it. Like I'll be talking with people with my door closed, and it's not even a knock. He just comes right in. Oh, sorry.
Oh,
I'm like, dude, you can't see that there's somebody in my office, bro.
I'm in Mike's office a lot talking to him, and Jay just rips in there, pokes his head in. What's going on, guys? Like, Jay, we're meeting right. Oh, sorry.
And then he'll continue. Like,
you got a coffee pot?
Yeah. Hey, Jay, we're in the middle of something. Okay, so I was just going to tell you. I mean, in the middle of the day, I had to start locking the door when I'm on the phone. Because if not, he'll come in. I'll be like, Jay, I'm on the phone. He's like, wow, was just going to tell you. And he starts whispering. I'm like, dude, it doesn't make a difference. Like, I'm on the phone.
But that's just Jay, man. He's awesome, dude. Like he'd give his shirt off the back for anybody in here, man.
No, seriously.
And he's a solid dude, and he's making the trip this weekend. He's super pumped about it.
I'm pumped too.
Yeah,
Thankful.
Yeah.
Thankful, right? Yeah.
Oh yeah. Hopefully sharpenings.
Well, good luck charm, man.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Old
I
skizzle.
think he intentionally forgot to pack the Sparks last weekend so that we would miss him a little bit more.
You know what, man? So
That was bad.
Herm and I, so Jay came up yesterday, and you know, we heard that the Sparks didn't make the trip, right? So we don't throw anybody under the bus, but we pry in our own little way. And so Herm's like, "Hey Jay, so how the Sparks machine work this weekend?" He's like, you can see the gerbils just growing in his mind, right? He's trying like, man. And he's like, yeah, good, I guess. I didn't hear any otherwise. And Herm's like, really? So it worked out good for him? And you could just see Jay in the deer in the headlight, shit. Man, but it was comical. But he's like, I didn't pack it. I don't know if they packed it or not. So he's passing the buck, right? It was hilarious.
No, we won't blame it on. We'll blame it on us. That's our fault. It's in the locker room. We got to get that.
But that's just Jay, though. He's just.
He will take fault for it.
He's unbelievable, man. He's such a comedy act, for sure. He's the reason why they invented Safe Sport, man.
Oh, I'm sure it is.
You know what I mean? Like, just the stuff that comes out of his mouth. I'm like, Jay, Jesus Christ, man.
Yeah, exactly.
We got him and Sal this week in the dynamic duo.
Salatosis.
Are they roommates?
Oh, yeah, they're roommates.
Yeah, Jay's going to have a great roommate.
Sal.
No, I don't. No, I'm good.
Old Sal, you know, like his son, I don't know if you guys knew this, but was in our youth program.
Oh, yeah,
years ago, and you know, Sal's a good dude, man. He's, you know, everyone's everyone, right? But you know, he's been part of our program for a very long time, and he truly cares. Like he cares 100%. You know, and
he comes in every morning. He always walks in, says good morning to the guys.
Yeah.
Says whatever he's got to say to whoever he wants to, and goes back in the train room and just waits.
Does his own thing, man.
Just literally goes in there, does his own thing, and waits for someone to come in.
Yeah, for sure.
Liability in men's league, but a good guy.
Yeah, right. There you go.
He started to like our music too. Like sings along to our like ox, and it's hilarious. I'm just walking in and he's rapping.
What's his? Isn't he? I think he's a Sabrina Carpenter, right? Or is it Ariana Grande? I don't know.
Oh yeah, Ariana Grande.
It's Ariana Grande.
Really? Yeah.
Ariana Grande.
He's a piece of work. Every time I see him, though, I say, "Hey, dude, what are you doing here?" He's like, "What do you mean?" I'm like, "Dude, you got fired last week, man." and I can keep a straight face for everything. And he's like, "Really?" I'm like, "Yeah, they didn't tell you."
He's probably like, "Oh shit."
And it's just, I'm like, "Sal,
You're kidding me. You can't do that.
yeah, come on, man." Yeah.
It's real bad.
It's real bad.
It's real bad.
But he's a good dude too, man. He's funny. But this weekend, travel Thursday. You practice tomorrow. Travel Thursday. Getting in the day early, switching it up a bit.
Oh, yeah.
What do you guys got planned, man? Like, what's the deal? What's the outcome? 2-0, 2-1.
2-0 is always the goal.
2-0 is the goal. You know, I think Jerm wants it to be 2-0. So
Yeah, man.
bye weekend.
Well, we're fighting that.
Yeah. I hope hopefully we get one game for him or something, because we definitely need Mr. Jakob. But, you know, ideal 2 for sure. If we, you know, it'd be good to have him for 1 though this weekend if we do end up playing 3.
You know, it's like you listen to practice today. I don't sit up here and watch. I usually watch it on Live Barn a little bit, you know, but you can hear, the tempo was up today. You guys seemed a little bit loose, you know, which is a good thing. Mm-hmm. You know, the chatter was up, and, you know, how's that running for you guys? There's nothing better than practicing in the springtime, bro.
There's nothing, you know.
You know what I mean?
I love how
playoff practices are awesome.
It's good because it's a very chill. Like, our practices are chill right now, but we're all getting our touches, just making sure, you know, we're all dialed. There's a lot of offense today, making plays. So hopefully that carries over into the weekend. But yeah, no, I mean, these practices, they're good. I mean, I love them. Just got to make sure that we're dialed, keep going into this weekend, and, you know, translate what we got in practice to the games.
Yeah. You know, just like I said, the playoff practices are awesome, man. I'm not saying you go through the motions, but you go through the motions, flow stuff, right? You're just getting your touches, staying fresh, because you take a day off, your gear starts to get crusty, and, you know, feel very good. It takes a day or two, right? At least that's how it was for me.
Everybody gets the germ experience this week.
Yeah?
That's how it is. Oh, yeah.
And what's that, Mike?
Germ's always in playoff mode.
Right.
In practice.
Jerm always has playoff practice.
Yeah.
You know, he's one of a kind, man.
Oh, no, he is. I mean, he is.
And I mean that in a good way. You know, I'm not.
All the Euros are one of a
Yeah, they're all special, right? Like, and
they love each other. It's the funniest thing.
You should actually see them leaving the rink together. They all hop in like a little Volkswagen, a little small, compact, and they're just blaring
techno shit.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. And they're all just singing it. You could just all see them head bobbing. They're like waving you by. While it's going. It's hilarious. I love it.
That's awesome. But yeah, like the core that you guys got, the returning guys that are moving on. It's going to be sad. You know what I mean, for sure. But it's also a new chapter, right? Like everything comes to an end, and you're just opening up a new chapter, and good things are going to happen for both of you guys. Exactly. I believe that.
My boy here's already committed.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. No, I'm going to Lawrence. Obviously, the next 4 years. Really excited for that. I mean, felt like the perfect spot in Wisconsin. Hopefully, you're nearby there.
There's something coming down the pipe for you too, eh?
Yeah, there's something coming soon. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, man. You don't want to talk about it, that's for sure.
That's not a worry.
No, man.
He wants me to play him next year. He wants me to either play with him or against him.
Right?
Yeah.
I'd rather play with you than against you, just to be honest with you.
I'd rather play against.
We got a little roommate rivalry. That's what it is.
Right. Of course, right?
Yeah.
For sure. I got to ask you guys, what is your favorite moment over the last 2 years for you, over the last 3 years for you? What is your guys' favorite moment? Something that you'll never forget?
On the ice?
Whatever, in general.
I think one thing that just stands out right away is last year in playoffs, Game 2 in Shreveport, quadruple overtime, and Pelly slew foots the goalie.
Yeah.
Takes a penalty, and we're gassed, and we're just like, well, that's it. There we go. Me and Reedy started out there, and Shreveport breaks out the puck, and they just pass to nobody. And we're like, okay, they're just as tired as us. And then Walks and Shep go out. Bad pass. Walks gets it, throws it to the middle. Sheppy shoots it. It hits the shoulder of the goalie and then bounces in. I wasn't even happy it went in necessarily. Just happy it was over.
Right.
We were so gassed,
Yeah,
but it was it was that moment. Never forget that.
And playing in that building, it's hot, sweaty, humid. The ice is soft as shit.
It's honestly, besides here, it's the most fun place to play.
Their atmosphere there is great. They got some good fans too. One of mine. Probably last season. I mean, it was around this time we were playing Oklahoma in the play-in. That was Game 3. I was up here at a con, so I was watching from literally right here, and I'm like, please, boys, I want to play again. I want to play. Please score. Let's do this. And I'm up here once again. Eddie Shepler, this guy, Mr. Clutch, Mr. Whatever you want to call him, Mr. Cat, best captain ever, man. This guy comes down the right wall from the outside of. Just rips it.
Yeah.
Top left, straight in, shot out to it. Shot out of the net all the way in the neutral zone. Man, I'm freaking out. I went running down there conch and all. Didn't even care. Head's killing me. Ran out right on that ice, celebrating with the guys. That was probably one of the best moments.
That's awesome.
Definitely, for sure.
And, both you guys say those are team moments for you guys.
Oh, yeah.
That says a lot about what's going on here and your team, both, you know what I mean, and you guys. So, that's cool, man. That's cool. Mikey, what do you think's going on this weekend, bud? What do we got? What do we got in store without giving out too many secrets, man?
I mean, there's no secrets to be had when you play each other 8 times. I think both teams know each other well, but I got a lot of faith in this group. I think the one thing about this group specifically and I think it's not a mystery to anybody in the division, is that this team's dangerous when we play the right way.
Yeah.
And when we play our game, we can beat anyone. And to be honest, just because of the way we are, we can go in there and sweep them and just completely dominate them for 2 games.
Yeah.
We can completely lay an egg in game 1 and then come out the next 2 and completely dominate. That's kind of been our consistency is not our strong suit, but once we get hot and we get rolling, we're a pretty dangerous team. And I think you're going to see a physical brand of hockey. I think you're going to see guys playing the right way on the D side of it, guys selling out and blocking shots, because we have enough guys in that room that want it this badly, and I think they're willing to do anything to get it. I think you're going to see some really good goaltending this weekend. I think Holohan's got a bone to pick.
I think so.
Not to give any
more
money material, but other than, trading a kid, I don't know how much more bulletin board material you need, on our end of it. And I think we won that trade, and I'll stand by that and be standing by that on
I remember when we made that trade, I'm like, man, am I doing the right thing here? As an organization, and just because, he was hurt and coming off of the IR, and I'm like, God damn, man, but we needed a goalie. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And, his stats prior were awesome. He was a committed guy. I'm like, but it worked out, man. He's kids money. And Hughesy's awesome too.
Yeah, no, but we thank you for that.
Well, thank us. It's just, and he's a good guy. Like both
Both of them. Both of our goalies are great. I mean, they both showed they can both play.
Yeah.
Like, you put them in, they'll play. And they'll show up.
And you saw Hughesy go in the other night, and he got the shutout, right? And then he went in, and against New Mexico, and so that's good, man. Head games are always a good thing. Who are you going to start? What's going to happen? And it'll be a lot of fun, man.
They're a good duo.
I think game 2 against New Mexico here in that last series, you're going to see a lot of that. Like, we scored probably 8 minutes in, give or take, and then we just shut it down after that.
Yeah.
And guys selling out. I mean, you remember Solano diving for the back door, guys blocking shots.
That was crazy.
Rope
Save.
with the
That's playoff hockey right there, man.
Save,
No, literally.
You're going to see a lot more of that. And I think it'll be a low-scoring affair, honestly, unless it's going the other way.
Yeah.
But I think we're going to do a good job of keeping it out of our net this weekend. So
It'll be fun to watch, guys. I wish you guys the best. And we're going to do this next Tuesday because you guys are going to win this weekend, and we'll just keep this train rolling until we're done. You know what I mean? So I think that's what we're going to do, man. But it's been fun.
Dinner next Tuesday, too.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that dinner.
How was that, eh?
You don't understand. Like,
Best dinner of the year.
that was our. that was a feast for us.
That was awesome.
I needed a to-go plate.
And the pig.
Oh, the pig.
The pig, right?
Oh my God.
What?
I gotta convince my people. I need a pig now. I need a pig now.
There's always something to eat if things go south, right?
Hey, just in case.
Yeah, you just never. I told Shay that last night. I'm like, so when are we frying this big thing up?
Stop.
I said, yeah, absolutely. But guys, best of luck this weekend, man. Give it obviously, you guys are going to give it your all and take it to them, man. I know they're probably sitting back a little bit, like, God damn, the Rhinos are hot right now. We don't want them coming into our building, but it is what it is, man. Best of luck, fellas. Kick some ass, and we'll be watching, man.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thanks, everybody, for tuning in for the special episode, guys. And we're going to do it again next week. So make sure you tune in tomorrow, 9:15 a.m. We're going to drop this episode, and make sure you like, share, and follow. Thanks for watching.